Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Ade and I'm the veteran arcade soldier, and I'm here today with yet another live World Cup watch along, and we're going to be watching and talking and commentating and sharing the big match tonight, which is the pre-tournament favourites, or one of them, which is big old France taking on the AFCON champions, Senegal. So this is a big game, a big game of two of the more powerful nations in the tournament. Probably maybe the most competitive match so far, other than Brazil, Morocco maybe. So yeah, very much looking forward to this one and think it is going to be an absolute cracker. So, yep, I'm here. I'm here just rocking away in the summer, just loving the football. And looking forward to having a good few chats with anybody who stops by on the stream. And yeah, let's enjoy the football together. Like I said, my name is Ade. Feel free to introduce yourself as you pop in. Say hello. And let me know where you're from, which team you support, which nation that you're supporting. When I say which team you support, as in your international team and your club team, etc. And just your thoughts on the World Cup so far. So that's what it's all about for me. And yeah, I'm just here in the background now, ready to chat away with any guests that join in. And I'm just going to spend the next few minutes just sorting out the stream, making sure everything is working okay. So welcome to the stream. All right, how is it all looking? Looking all good, all good. Excellent, excellent. That's what we like to see. So I'll just put a little hello in the chat. Hello all to everyone that joins. And what I like to do on my channel is to, before the start of every match, go through the lineups. Have a little chat with anyone who's in the chat at the moment. No one's here at present, but hopefully that will change soon. And yeah, what I do is I talk to all the guests. Feel free to throw in your stories, how your day's been going, what your thoughts are on the upcoming match, etc. And just let me know how life is going for you. So before the game, which is going to kick off in just under 27 minutes, I will go through the team sheets, have a look at the two teams, put my match prediction in, and yeah, just see how it's all going. So yeah, that's what it's all about. We have a first guest in it. Yes, my man McMauler. How are you doing, bro? McMauler said, "Here, guys, we are Veteran Arcade Soldiers channel's official moderators. Welcome all of you." Exactly. Listen, McMauler, 100%. Once my channel starts to grow and I full on need a moderator, if you want to do it, I'm more than happy, because you're a lovely person. But anyway, how are you doing today? And are you looking forward to this game? Let me know, brother. Peter, the main moderator. He may well be. Who knows? Who knows? He's a top man. Hopefully we see him shortly. But how was your day today, my man? I'm just sorting out some things in the background, so I will answer in a moment. Hey, Peter, the main man himself. How you doing, bro? How's things? Glad to see you in. Next Cruyff is my Addy Bros, younger cutie in football. You know this. I'm trying to bring that Johan Cruyff technicals to the YouTube world. Let's go. Peter says, hello to McMauler, peace to you, bro. And McMauler returns the same. Lovely community we're building here. So yeah, all good. Hope everyone is good. Oh, what happened to you today, bro? Why is it been a mixed day for you, McMauler? Let us know. If you don't mind sharing, of course. You logged out from the telly? You just want to like move away from TV, you mean? You don't want to watch TV anymore? You want to kind of take a step back? Is that what you mean? Hey, Cameron, welcome to the chat. Hope you're well. Cameron says, hello, chaps. Hope you're well. Hope you are well too, brother. Nice to see you. And Peter says, howdy, Cameron. Such a friendly group we have here. McMorland says Telegram, because even though I've studied chats, they talk bad on women. I can't handle more. I logged out because fear of bad things and sins. I hear that, bro. I hear that. There's lots of there's so much of it these days, and you know, people need to kind of like learn to live their lives a bit better. Talking down on women and just all that sort of stuff. It's not the way forward, you know. There's a lot of immaturity in the world, so you know sometimes you got to take control of how you view your own life, McMauler. So you're doing that yourself by stepping back from these things. So yeah, I welcome that, bro. You know, it's good, and this is why you should spend your time with good people, more like-minded people. Not to say I'm the most righteous person in the world, but at the end of the day, you know, spend your time and communicate with good people. Basically, that is the way forward. Right, just got to respond to a few things on my phone, but obviously, feel free to ask any questions. Let me know how things are going as I just sort out a few issues. McMorland says, Cameron says, yo, Peter. Nice to see. McMorland says, only a few in group, but most disciplined is my Adibro community. Well, this is it, bro. This is it. Well, you know, myself, Peter, we're kind of mature men and whatnot. So we are good people to look up to, you know, without going into too much depth and blowing our own trumpet in England. But ultimately, you know, I want to try and foster a nice community where, you know, people can come chill, have a chat, you know, make friendships and just bond over things that we like and love, right? Like football. So all good. What it says in World Cup history, last day was a record day in 86 years FIFA history. I did hear some kind of statistic, but I missed it. Is it because it's the most goals so far? I think, is that right? The most goals in World Cup history so far, and also for my man Peter there regarding Liverpool, we are the top scoring providing football club for World Cup so far. There's been 7 goals and assists. Set by Liverpool players so far, so we are the leading club in terms of the World Cup so far. McMorla says, first time in football history, all matches went draw and highest match went to draw. Yeah, there has been a lot of draws, hasn't there, really? Okay, that's interesting. You know, the 2-2s, etc. So, yeah, it's true. There's been a lot of goals in this World Cup, so it is quite different. It's quite different so far. So all good. Morning said, now I'm eating milk, cookies, biscuits. But not me today. Best behavior today. No messing about. Got to be professional on the stream. But right, so in preparation for this game, let's have a look at the two teams. Feel free to talk away in the background and I will respond to anything there. But in the meantime, just going to go through the two lineups, look at these totally stacked squads. So starting with France, we have the manager Didier Deschamps, who's been there for how long now has Didier been there? He must be there at least 20 years now, nearly. Loving that life, picking up that big old wage. They're playing a 4-2-3-1 system. So in goal, they have Mike Maignan. They've got Jules Koundé of Barcelona at right back, William Saliba of Arsenal, Upamecano of Bayern Munich, Theo Hernandez, who plays over in Saudi these days, but I'm not sure which club. Chouameni and Adrien Rabiot in midfield, so strong midfield there. One of the top performing players on the right wing, Michael Olise, the absolute Bayern Munich baller. Ousmane Dembele, the world's #1 rated footballer in the attacking 10 position behind Kylian Mbappé, the world superstar, and Desiree Doué on the left wing. So a totally stacked first 11 from France. There's not many first 11s going to be stronger than that in the tournament. So Senegal with their manager Pape Thiaw with a formation of 4-3-3. They have Edouard Mendy in goal, who used to obviously play for Chelsea back in the day. Diatta at right back. Koulibaly and Niakate, so strong and experienced centre-back pairing. El Hadj Malik of West Ham. We have Kamara, Idrissa Gueye, the veteran, and Papa Gueye in midfield, those three. And then up top, you have a combination of sort of Premier League stroke ex-Premier League strike forward. So you've got Ismail Assar of Crystal Palace. Up top, Nicholas Jackson, still owned by Chelsea, but on loan at Bayern Munich. And Sadio Mane, the Liverpool legend, playing off the left-hand side. So those are the two 11s. Senegal, pretty strong, but obviously not as strong as France. So the substitutes are also a who's who of world football. So for France, you've got the youngster Akalouche, you've got Bradley Barcola. Barcola, you might as well come Liverpool, mate. Rayan Cherki of Man City, Luca Dina of Aston Villa, Malo Gusto of Chelsea, Lucas Hernandez of PSG, N'Golo Kante, Premier League legend, Ibrahima Konate, we should not mention his name anymore, he's left Liverpool, the letdown, Manu Kone, Maxime Lecoin, Jean-Philippe Mateta, Rissa Samba, Marcus Thuram, and Zaire Emery of PSG. Senegal's subs have Ciss, they have Diaw, they have Hamed Diarra, they have Dior, Dieng, they have Diouf, Jacobs, Mbaye, another Mendy, Njai, another Njai. How many Njais are it? 3. They've got Njais all over the place. They've got Malang Sarr of Chelsea, Papa Mata Sarr from Tottenham, and Sek. So a very stacked two first 11s and very strong teams. So yeah, looking forward to things. McMorla, thank you for the education. I knew he was over in Saudi because it's quite a strange move when you see Theo Hernandez at 27 going to Saudi. But yes, he's at Al Hilal. I didn't know that. I knew he was in one of the top 4 clubs over there. And McMorla says, my Peter bro, how was your day? McMorla, a bit of food shopping for me today, a lazy day otherwise. Thanks for asking. Hopefully just enjoying the day. That is the main thing. So all good, gentlemen. So yes. So we have 14 minutes. All right. So yeah, going back to the previous message, McMorla says just in 15 matches, 7 draws. I mean, it's very competitive. So yeah, that I can see why it's a lot of why it's made history basically. McMorla says Al Hilal, Al Ali, Al Ittihad, and Al Nassr. Yep, those are the four major teams in the Saudi Pro League, and they are sponsored by, well, not sponsored. They are kind of run by the Gulf State, isn't it, sort of thing. So they are the kind of the four pillars of the league, and every other club gets the kind of the scraps when it comes to the money, but most of the money goes to those four teams. So it's a bit of a strange setup in the Saudi Pro League, but it is what it is. Peter says, I stayed up for the Iran game. The 2-2, another 2-2. It was 2-2, wasn't it? And was it a good game? Let us know, Peter. All Saudi clubs directly coming under personal counsel of Prince. Yes, that's right. But they definitely do divide the money, you know, most of the finances between those four, and the rest get a much smaller distribution of the money. But some injustice also happening. Yeah, well, it doesn't surprise me. Sadly, that part of the world, there's always a lot of injustice happening, sadly. Peter says, bit disappointed when I seen the highlights. Iran should never given Chris Woods any time or space. Fair enough. Fair enough. I didn't manage to catch the highlights yet. So, yeah, that's something I'll have to catch up, do some kind of World Cup catch up regarding all of the goals and stuff. But I know Chris Wood got 2 assists. Cameron says, learning facts. Yes, we are learning facts about the Saudi Pro League on this channel. Let's go. According to me, still in this World Cup, best defensive Cape Verde. They definitely put on the best and strongest defensive performance for sure. Best managed Japanese managers for his tactical acumen, yeah, for sure. Best defensive and CDM Dutch. Well, obviously, the Dutch did let in those 2 goals. So I don't know about best defensive, but I mean, they did control a lot of the game. You know, Frankie de Jong and Ryan Gravenberch put in a great performance. I just think, obviously, maybe defensively from corners, the Netherlands let themselves down a little bit. That is for sure. For only Van Dijk best CDM, yeah. Well, yeah, Van Dijk. Obviously, we know he's the main man, so all good. Yeah, defense. Yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah, I know what you mean. Don't worry. Right, make sure that the I have my setup ready. Darwin was a stinker and hooked at half-time. I heard the same, you know. And that's the thing as well. I mean, the thing is, people are going in on Darwin Núñez about his performance, apparently, but he's barely played in the last 6 months. He's not going to turn up to a World Cup and do anything. But obviously, with the links of him potentially coming back to Liverpool on a free transfer and all that sort of stuff, people are watching him and whatnot. But Darwin can come again, but this whole talk of going back to Liverpool was a bit crazy in my eyes. Even though in some weird way it would solve a lot of problems for Liverpool, a backup striker, play off the left. Bro, according to report, Lamine Yamal slightly injured. Well, the problem with Lamine Yamal McMorley is that he's played too much football. He's come on the scene at 16. He's had 2.5, nearly 3 years of football. He's played about 150 games for Barcelona and Spain. It's too much. So what we might find is we might be spoiling one of the, well, not we, but, Spain and Barcelona. They might be spoiling one of the greatest players in history. This guy could be finished at 25. It's literally possible. So, I think they should really... It's a bit too late now. It's like there's a saying in Britain, you can't put the cork back on the genie sort of thing. So you can't basically put the cap back on the lamp. They let out the genie, which is Yamal, and now they can't just take it back now, because you can't exactly make him go from 50 games back to playing 20 games again, because he's too established now. So I think easily Spain and Barcelona could end up ruining this kid, which is a real shame. Barca, Spain have a terrible record in overplaying youngsters. It's exactly, especially in recent years with like Ansu Fati that was coming through 7-8 years ago. He's only like 24 now, but kind of a bit burnt out, and is playing over in Ligue 1. So yeah, they don't have a great record with a lot of the Spanish youngsters, sadly. Morla says, bro, do you know today Argentina and PR? Who's PR again? Is it the Argentina match today? Or is it tomorrow, early morning? Okay, Algeria. So, Argentina at 2 a.m. And Portugal, Portugal obviously much later tomorrow, yeah. So, do you know today Argentina and Portugal opening their matches? Yeah, exactly. Well, Portugal, tomorrow technically for us. And nearly for you as well. But Argentina, sadly I won't be able to watch that. I have to check out the highlights in the morning, see how Messi and the boys get on. But yeah, tomorrow Portugal, big game in the evening as well. Morla says, before 2015 Barca management, I think one of the best. Yeah, exactly. They were very good at bringing through their youngsters. But I think obviously in this modern climate with trying to obviously stay on top of La Liga, and obviously the fact they don't spend money in the same way that Real Madrid do, they've probably put a lot of pressure on the kids coming through at La Masia, their product academy. Norway versus Iraq, also one of the good matches. Yep, that's going to be good. I'll see how I feel after this game. And maybe I can stay out to watch that. We shall see. I'm not quite sure at the moment, but possibly. But I think that's going to be a decent game, Norway-Iraq. Two of the team, not the strongest, but obviously Norway have a couple of superstars, or 2 or 3 superstars that, that most people know. Nusa, obviously Erling Haaland, and Martin Odegaard of Arsenal. So yeah, some good players on show for sure. Waller says tomorrow first England. Third is my team. Okay, this is it. Tomorrow, that's the one. England, let's go. Peter says we are in New Jersey tonight. Great accent, New Jersey. Yeah, but looking forward to the England game tomorrow. I've got a feeling that, of course, I want England to win, but I've just got a feeling it's going to be a draw. That is my prediction early on. I'll do my prediction for today's game, actually. I think, and obviously put yours in the chat, I'm going for today. I'm going for France 2, Senegal 1. That is my prediction for the game. Peter's going for 2-0 to Senegal. And McMorland says, bro, finally put the Van Dijk jersey in the washing. Yeah, exactly. You got me. You spotted me. Peter says 2-0 to Senegal. McMorland, put your prediction in the chat. And don't forget, guys, to hit the like button on the stream. It all helps with this whole YouTube algorithm and all this mathematics stuff. Hit that like. Help out your boy. Hi Gary, how you doing? Hope all is well. Good to see you, bro. And Peter says evening to Gary. All good. As the players are doing their handshakes, Gary, all good here. Good to hear it, bro. Nice one. Yeah, so it's a very stacked team, the French team. I mean, wow. They have so much talent about them. To be fair, I did wear a it wasn't the Virgil one yesterday. I wore my other one. I've got 2 red ones. So I like to mix it. I've got the older New Balance one. Had no name on the back. And then the one from a few seasons ago with big Virgil number 4 on the back. The captain. Hey guys, if you like our stream, please click subscribe button and give your support via like, please. Exactly, McMorland. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. So yes, game is about to kick off. So the officials are from Australia and Switzerland, keeping it neutral. Let's go for 15 likes. That would be nice. Do you know what? I've never done... Obviously, you hear it on other channels and whatnot. But I've never actually looked at... I need to start getting it into a little bit of a catchphrase. Like, yeah, let's go for 10 likes. Etc. Oh, 50 might be a bit optimistic, to be fair. But, but yeah, 10 likes would be nice. But, yeah, 10 likes would be nice. Oh, already at 10 likes. What am I talking about? 15 would be amazing. But yeah, 10 likes is good. I had to refresh my page there. Didn't even realise. So 10, yes. That's what it's all about. Thank you, McMorland, for the encouragement. Yeah, let's go for 15 likes. You never know. Might get it by the end of the stream. Hopefully, maybe Natasha shows up, says hello. So is everyone watching the Norway-Iraq game afterwards? Let me know. Or listening to it, aka, you know, Peter on the radio. And McMorland, are you listening to the game on the radio or are you just following the coverage here? McMorland says, my support 50% to Addy, bro, and 50% Peter. You can't tell. Yeah, good joke about the Virgil shirt. That's what it's all about. Best goalkeeper still in this World Cup, Saudi and Cape Verde goalkeepers, mostly solo warriors of their respective teams. Yeah, they did well. I've never even heard of the Cape Verde goalkeeper, but he plays in second division in Portugal. But I didn't know that. I learned that from my son today. So we're on day 6 of the World Cup. And the game is off. The game is afoot. Sherlock Holmes style. Let's go. McMorris says, see, like you're cute, bro. Very intelligent. He is very sharp. Exactly. The apple didn't fall far from the tree is another saying here in England. So, you know, sharp guy, sharp kids. Peter says, the Cape Verde keeper woke up with 4 million more subs on his social media. That's right. Oh, hello, Lauren. How are you doing? Nice to see you, Lauren. How's it going? What do you think of the shirt, Lauren? Looks nice. Something different. Not football every time. Something a bit different. Let me know if you approve. And yes, Lauren as well. I mean, sorry to be that whole begging thing, but we're trying to go for something different today. 15 likes on the stream. So if you don't mind, drop a little like on the stream. It will be much appreciated. Right, game is moving. Senegal with the ball. Sadio Mane, Liverpool legend, lays it off to the left-hand side. Cross comes into the box. Ooh, cleared for a Senegal corner. Cleared by Theo Hernandez. And he had to get ahead on it because otherwise you're talking about Senegal taking a lead in the first 2 minutes. Yeah, it's an amazing stat, isn't it? I think apparently he's up to 6 million now, McMorla, I think. This is what, because my son was telling me about it. And that's why I knew he was from the Portuguese Second League, because he was telling me about the stat about the whole social media following. He went from, I think, 50,000 followers to about 6 million overnight. Crazy. For whatever that means or whatever it's worth, I don't know. So, yeah, corner's about to come in. A lot of jostling with Chouameni in the box. Bro, my last comment. Yeah, that's right. Oh, right. Yeah, sorry. I just repeated exactly what you said. Sorry. Yeah, exactly. 7.5 million. Okay. Even more than I thought. Miss Lauren says, shirt looks great. Thank you very much. You approve. Excellent. And that means that deserves a like. So Pat's brother, how you doing, man? 80 degrees here. Had to pop to the supermarket for some alcohol-free juice. Nice shirt, mate. Is the LFC shirt in the wash? Yeah, I've already been hit with that. People are going like I'm a bit trampy wearing the same shirt. But yeah, it's neatly in the wash, mate. Getting fresh for the England game. Let's go. But yeah, so Pats, hope you're well, mate. And as I just said to Lauren just prior to you, if you wouldn't mind dropping a like on the stream, we're going for 15 likes today. So yes, that would be, if you can help get us there, drop a like on the stream. All you got to do, close the chat. Hit the like, open the chat again, and tell us what drinks you bought. France popping it around the back. Set Pats, bro, after many days and weeks. This guy. About many days and weeks. Scandalous behaviour. Rabiot tried to put through Mbappe long through ball, but he can't control it. A storm brewing here, feels like thunder type. So Pat's laughing at my no pong here, thank you very much. It's all fresh. All fresh. Ooh, Mbappe. If he'd have controlled that, he was through on goal. No one's going to catch him with a through ball. Obviously, still, Mbappe been on the scene about 8-9 years now. Still one of the fastest players in the world. And if not, the most deadliest striker in the world. McMorda says, Addy, bro, checking the smell. Peter, bro. I know, Peter's trying to do me in. But yeah, I'm all good. I'm all good. Fresh. Upper Meccano now. Plays it across to Mike Maignan. Over to Saliba. Tchouaméni now. Over to Theo Hernandez. Back to Tchouaméni. I wouldn't mind seeing Tchouaméni rock up at Anfield next season as a Liverpool player. I think that would be a perfect addition. It's a shame that Liverpool didn't buy Tchouaméni about, 4 years ago when Jurgen Klopp tried to get him. That would have been an amazing purchase. We were second. We were very close to getting Tchouaméni, but he opted for Real Madrid like most players do. There is no shame in losing out to Real Madrid when it comes to getting a player. And McMorna says, do you have your childhood collections, bro, still? What, of shirts and stuff, you mean? Not really. I've moved around too much as the family grew and stuff. I've still got some old Liverpool shirts, but honestly, they are literally they're no good for anything. I would never put them on camera. But yeah, sadly, when you have a family and you've got to move around so much, it's hard to keep hold of things. Theo Hernandez, flying left back. Tries to get past Idrissa Gueye, but cannot. Played into the middle now. Who's this on the ball? Malik Diouf. West Ham left back. Good team, lots of good players on Senegal show. Niakate, centre back. What's he going to do? Plays it back to Edouard Mendy, formerly of Chelsea. Edouard Mendy's over in Saudi, right? I can't remember which club. Edouard Mendy, maybe is at Al Ittihad, maybe? I can't remember. McMorla, you will know. Right, bursting through is Melissa. Oh, tries to get a shot on target, but it's blocked strong. Strong defending there from Upper Meccano. Desiree Doué. Well, how fast are France? Honestly, how fast are France? It's like every player is just rapido. McMorla says Mendy is at Al Ali. Okay. Addy bro, Stephen Gerrard. Yes, used to have a Stevie G on the shirt back in the day, but I was still a grown man. I'll tell you, it's a funny story as well. All right, let me get Pat's comment. Wonder if there'll be any retro shirts in the crowd tonight. I'd love to see a couple. Yeah, let's keep an eye out. We both spotted them yesterday. Peterborough, Oliver Kahn. I tell you what, it's a funny story as well. I remember basically I came back from the hospital with my second son, and he was 3 days old, and I was watching the Champions League final in Istanbul. Oh, I wasn't in Istanbul. I was at home in England, obviously, but watching the Champions League. All right, ball come. Ooh, offside. Yeah, so I'm sitting at home now. I've got my baby sitting there in the rocker next to me, 3 days old, watching the Champions League final. AC Milan, Liverpool, half-time, we're 3-0 down. Absolutely devastated, thinking, oh man, waiting for so many years to watch this. My little kid, he grabs my finger, squeezes it, and weirdly, he kind of just did this, kind of went like this. And I was like, okay, I didn't think anything of it. And then obviously, 6 minutes into the second, that 6 minute spell in the second half in Istanbul, 3-0 to 3-3, Stevie G inspired. Stevie G, Vladimir Smitsa, Alonso penalty, boom, and the rest is history. Come on. Oh, Peter's better than Oliver Kahn, and I'm better than Stevie G. I'm with you, bro. We are those guys. We are those heroes. But yeah, that's my little mini Istanbul story. Such a good day. Ooh. Back pass missed. Mike Maignan had to rush out. Theo Hernandez on the ball now. So Senegal setting traps, applying a lot of pressure. France kind of struggling to settle into the game. Michael Olise now come all the way back into a CDM role to pick up the ball. Exactly, my little one. Well, he's bigger than me now. And this is the scary thing. You end up, I'm like a 6 foot tall man, and then I end up being one of the smallest men in my family. What's going on? But my youngest son, he hasn't overtaken me yet, but he's nearly there. That's days for your win, these days making cakes for you. Exactly. That's a good comment. Exactly. How are we getting on with the likes? Did we get there? Did we make a bit of progress? 13 likes. Amazing. All good. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, 13 and rising. Wow, that could be my best ever. It's nice to make a little bit of progress. I was saying, before you came on earlier, Peter, McMauler was saying, he might do a bit of moderating in the chat. Who knows, if the channel goes a bit bigger, maybe if there's a spare moment, you guys could jump on, moderate the channel. Who knows? We end up taking over the world, guys. McMauler, our team main moderators at Pat's, bro, and Peter, bro. They're both Liverpool legends, those two. McMauler, both Liverpool legends. But St. Pat's is too busy because he's spending his millions while he's on holiday. Or maybe his missus is spending his money while he's on holiday. But yeah, we have a look in the crowd, looking out for this time next year we'll be millionaires, Rodney. McMauler, you got to be from England to get those jokes. So France getting a bit of possession, moving it around. Right, ball played into the box. Wow, poor control from Mbappe. And he's got a laugh, he's got a smile on his face because he didn't control the ball. But yeah, it was luckily it was offside. Nice back heel there. Mbappe, loose touches so far today. That's two chances, even though the second one was offside. But loose touch from Mbappe. You don't expect that from him. Basically, whether people want to rate it or not, for me personally, he is the world's best player. Like, there's no one really better. Technically, speed, touch, goal-scoring prowess, technical ability, Mbappe is the best player in the world. But yeah, you don't expect that from him. Today, you make invincible little cuties images. This is it, my man. Putting out that good energy. Right. Adrien Rabiot advancing forward, looking strong. Rabiot entering veteran territory now. He's about 30 now. Adrien Rabiot. A player that's kind of... he's a very... McMauler the other day, he was talking about players that underrated. I think Adrien Rabiot, he's not overrated, but he's someone who hasn't lived up to the promise. He should have been better in his career. He's a good player, but he should have done more with his talent, Adrien Rabiot. Right, long ball out from Senegal, who are kind of... France seem to be kind of getting a bit more of a foothold in the match now, a bit more presence, growing into the game more. Dutchman Robs. Oh, Rabiot origin, is that what you mean? Right, Mbappe turns with Dembele, but poor ball from Dembele. Tries to set away Mbappe, but they get it all wrong. But they're obviously just finding their linking up, finding their link up. Olise to Chouameni to William Saliba. Over to Desiree Doué, left wing. So France just dominating the ball now. Senegal have retreated into a low to mid block and look quite comfortable just trying to contain France, who just can't really seem to get their game going at the moment. Olise now with the ball. Oh, lovely turn by Doué. Lovely turn. Spanish man. Park Ji-sung, also underrated, yes. A very underrated player, Park Ji-sung, for Man United back in the day. But a lot of those players from the Asian countries, as in whether that be Japan or South Korea, a lot of those players are underrated. And they're usually so really technically sound, and they usually have a lot of heart. But yeah, Park Ji-sung was a good player for Man United. Who was the other one that was that Dortmund that went to Man United a few years later? Shinji Kagawa. He was an excellent player as well for Dortmund, and he was very good at Man United as well. So Doué now left wing. Carrick also a little bit underrated. Yeah, definitely. But the thing with Carrick, he's playing in the midfield at the time with Paul Scholes and Gerrard and Lampard. So obviously he's different to those guys, but they kind of would stand out for different reasons more. So he was kind of like seen as number 4 in that era. But yeah, he's a good player. So Pats, mate, we're going to work getting you the 15 likes. Leave it with me. Cheers, bro. Appreciate it. Any support for the channel is welcome. Thank you. As you know, St. Pat's good vibes. We've got the Liverpool angle. And obviously the football angle. So yeah, much appreciated, bro. Adriano too. But that's another one who should have got more out of his career, Adriano. But this is the problem, when sometimes you come from humble beginnings, like he was born into poverty in Brazil, and he's earning millions of pounds, millions of dollars, etc. And some people aren't mature enough to handle it, and obviously you get people in your life trying to take your money or befriend you, that he didn't really have a chance, Adriano. So it was always likely those kind of things, they seem to happen a lot to Brazilian players, sadly. Right, Saliba branching out from the back. France controlling the ball. Tchouaméni to Olise. So, Nicholas Jackson trying to lead the press for Senegal. Upamecano advancing over the halfway line. We're still waiting to see the first real chance of the game. I'd say that the best effort would have been that Senegal cross that was flashed across in the second minute. But yeah, a lot of possession with France now, but they're struggling to kind of fashion anything. Teo Hernandez now. Mbappe central. Olise right wing. Dembele. Ooh, shot comes in but cleared easily. So France are starting to warm up to the task. McMorla still one like brothers for 15. Don't understand that one there. Let me know. Oh, good ball there. Right, Ismail Assar, right wing, has an opportunity to put a cross in and just literally just dunks it out. Absolutely awful. Oh, I see. Got you. I'm with you now. It's hard when you switch your attention to this, that, reading and whatnot. 14 likes, Pat's doing his good deeds. Top man, Sir Pat's. For 15 likes, still only one need. That's cool. It will happen. Or if it doesn't happen, no big deal. But it's nice to set a target, though, to be fair. So, yeah, very good. So Olise trying to win a corner here. And France, have they won a corner? Mane couldn't keep it in. Oh, no, it's with Koundé, sorry, not Olise. Looks similar from a distance with their hairstyles. Olise and Koundé. It did, yeah. Not into the floor, though. Into the sink. So, yeah. But that's good hearing. Wow, this microphone is good. Picks up so much. So a poor corner from France there. And it's going to be a goal kick. What, 16, Sir Pat? What, you sorted me out, yeah? Wow. Magic. Absolute hero, mate. Cheers. Thank you so much. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Much appreciated. Let's not worry about it. Let's just have a chat, enjoy the football. Likes are kind of things that can grow organically over time. And if you put out good energy and good messages, people will come along for the journey. That's the way I've always believed things in life. And so all good. But yeah, thank you, Sir Pat. Appreciate it, bro. May it keep shining for you perfectly in sunny Portugal. When my bats, bro, here, we need not fear. Exactly. Woohoo! Do you know what? I mean, that's the thing. I've never really courted like fame or money and all these sorts of things. I can be quite an out there character in my normal life and whatnot, but you know, I just believe in putting out good energy and whatnot. But you know, it would be nice to obviously grow the channel, get bigger, and hopefully some people come along with me on the journey. It'll be absolutely top draw amazing. Ball across the edge of the box. Doué shapes up. Crowded out there by Gay. All right, Sarr now with his lanky stride. Oh, good ball. Upper Meccano. Barging away. Sarr there. All right, very tight, cagey game, this one. But the warm conditions here, you'd imagine this game is going to open up in the second half. Oh, Mendy messing around in the box, nearly gives it away. Shades of his time at Chelsea, where he was on some madness in the goal sometimes. But yeah, nearly gave it away there, and that was going to be an open goal for France. But yes, he managed to get away with it. Sadio Mane, the main on the ball. Do love me some Sadio. Honestly, when you see some of these players that, you know, used to play for your club and you just think, how good did Liverpool have it with Sadio Mane, Mo Salah, Roberto Firmino? Honestly, those are the days. Might not see those days ever again. Absolutely incredible. And I don't care how good Florian Wirtz and Alexander Isak and whoever else we get is going to be. No one's ever going to be as good as those three. Those three were just magic. Marna says Mendy remembers Emiliano versus France. Yeah, exactly. Right, long ball now. Nicholas Jackson turns on the burners, runs past Upamecano, slams it, hits the post, and bounces back off of Manyan and goes off for a corner. Wow. Senegal nearly taking a lead there. What a great break that was. And he absolutely left Upamecano, slowed him down, stood him up, a quick trick, and then bang, he flew away from Upamecano, edge of the box, about 16 yards out, bang, slaps it across. Oh, it's so unlucky. Could have hit the keeper and bounced back into the net. Ooh. Oh my God, Manyan is so lucky because it bounced off the post, hits his leg and goes wide. That easily could have went in. So unlucky. Senegal. What a chance. Fantastic. What a break that was. Absolute lightning that was. Ball comes in across the box. So now we're on the hydration break. This infamous hydration break. Just responding to a few messages off stream. But yeah, really good game. Really good game actually. This game is warming up well, very well. Very impressive from Senegal for sure. So whenever I see these hydration breaks, I'm always wondering what's going on with the whole TV adverts. And we're now in the second quarter, as our American cousins would like to say. But yeah, we don't get to see any of these adverts, as no doubt going off in America at this moment. But yeah, honestly, the game of football just keeps changing and changing and changing. Everyone loving. Peter says, a hydration break. By the way, do anyone want to buy any car insurance? Yeah, exactly, mate. 100%. Absolute joke, isn't it? Or like an AI-controlled lawnmower while you're at it. And that's the thing as well. It's like, honestly, it's, yeah, it's mad. It's mad. It's mad. It's just sad how, everything has to revolve around money. And you hear about all the price hikes. Prior to the World Cup happening, you get your train ticket across there, $10 here, $10 there, but everyone turns up for the World Cup, it's $120. Honestly, it's quite scandalous, really, what they're doing with the finances over in the Americas, where the tournament is being held. But it is what it is, right? It is what it is. So Niakate, the centre-back now, about to take a long throw into the box to see what danger they can cause. Getting back underway in New Jersey. Ball into the box, cleared there. And Mbappe tries to lead the break, but can't control again. One back again. Dembele fouled. Ooh, solid tackle there. Wow. Right. Jackson again. Sips in Ismail Assar. Central of the box. Takes a shot. Scuffs it wide. Peter says Scotland fans seem to be enjoying themselves. If it wasn't so expensive, there would be 2 or 3 times as many. Yeah, exactly. But that's the thing, though. You know, when us Brits travel, we always enjoy ourselves abroad. And let's face it, if the Brits are kind of struggling to get to these places and there's a lot of money on our shores here, how can some of these other countries that are going there with some of the average earnings of these countries, you know, unless they're super wealthy in a country, how can they afford it? And I know some people will just make it happen for football, but it's criminal, really. But unfortunately, this is what happens in life, you know. People want to squeeze the grape, squeeze as much juice as they can out of us all. Very sad. Ball into the box for Jackson to control. Upper Meccano. Olise. So Senegal getting a nice, strong grip of the game, to be honest. They've got... France have kind of dropped back into a mid-block. And they're struggling to break out. They're struggling to get their cohesiveness going. And I'd say Senegal have definitely been a much better team so far, 100%. Peter says this has got a Jackson winner written all over it. In a field of Galacticos. Yeah, it's mad, right? But yeah, it's very lively, strong start from all of the African teams. But then I've noticed a bit of a pattern so far with the African teams is that probably due to the heat, because they're the best, they're going to be one of the best at maintaining, you know, their levels during the heat. The African teams have all started very strong in every match, but have all kind of dropped off their levels at about the 65th minute. So maybe by then we'll see if France start coming into the match, because that seems to have happened to every team I've watched so far regarding the African contingent. In the crowd, they're showing some ex-footballers. Christian Carambo of Real Madrid, Robert Pires and Patrick Vieira of Arsenal watching on in the crowd. Olise goes around Nicholas Jackson with ease. Teo Hernandez now on the ball. Sloppy ball given away by France once again. They can't get anything going. This is really disappointing from the French. Really disappointing from the French. Camera shows Didier Deschamps. He's got a big job. He needs to get to half time. I hope that they can keep it 0-0 and find something to build on, because France are struggling to handle the physicality of Senegal and the organisation of Senegal in my eyes. All right, ball over the top. Oh, Koulibaly, potential. Did he chest that down? Or was that a bit of a handball? So Tchouaméni now on the ball. Right, Teo Hernandez, left wing position. Back to Doué. Has he sold him a bit short? So Koundé now. Muscled out by 2 Senegal players. Sadio Mane trying to break free and he's fouled. No foul? Okay, so France turn. Adrien Rabiot advancing on goal. Tries to slip it out wide, but another poor cross. Very poor from France. Very poor from France. It's funny to see Sadio Mane before he was nearly fouled or what have you. But Sadio Mane trying to race away and having no pace just looks alien to me. I've watched the guy for 7 years absolutely just blitz everybody. And seeing him run in treacle, it's crazy and a reminder that father time, mother time waits for nobody. Absolutely incredible, really, to see a slow Mane. So Pat says those Senegal lads are so athletic. They remind me of the Brazilian team in Pele's day. I know what you mean. They got that kind of physical stature about them. And Cameron says France look awful. Very true on that, Cameron. But yeah, I know what you mean, Pat. Yeah, definitely. That's the thing is though, a lot of the French players won't be able to handle the heat as well. But this is what I found with watching Brazil the other day and even the Netherlands yesterday. Once the European teams, and obviously Brazil is a South America team, but once the team that not the most obvious ability to cope with the heat, once in the second half it favoured the either the South American team or the European team. So Pat says just need a bit more technical, but yeah, exactly. But there's so much untapped potential in Africa. I think a lot of the clubs we're finding in the next 20 years' time, the Premier League and European teams, they're going to start to have real solid bases in the continent of Africa with academies and training schools, because some of the talent you can get out of Africa is unreal. And it's one of these things as well, when you have players that have family lineage of African origin. If you kind of looked at some of the players that have represented France, for example, so many players there, like Mbappe could have played for Cameroon. Zidane could have played for Algeria. Same with Benzema. So many players that have represented France could easily have played for African countries. You could do probably a World 11 of the greatest players, and they all more or less played for France, but could have played for African countries. Right, big kick out for Mike Maignan. Bit too big there. Yeah, I think that Pat's a lot of the stuff, especially on the defensive side of the game. That's where the African teams are struggling a bit. Like South Africa on the opening day, wow, they were awful. But in South Africa is always usually quite a weak African team. Obviously, your Nigerias, Egypt, Senegal, Morocco, those are the strongest African teams on average. As the camera show, Arsene Wenger in the crowd. So looking for a foul. Is he giving it? No. Ref says get up. Shot comes in. Mike Maignan collects easily. Sarr still on the floor, pounding the ground in pain. Nobody is watching. Oh, lovely turn and take from Olise. Leaves a player dead. Koundé on the overlap. What's he going to do? He's going to stand one into the box. Cuts it back to nobody. Awful. Idrissa Gueye passes it out. Is this a break for Senegal? No. One back by Rabiot. And Ismaila Sarr is still down. Look at hitting the ground in agony. Hasn't moved for a minute. Well, I'm not really kind of see why he's so hurt. Yeah, he definitely went down. I mean, he had his foot trod on, but I'm not sure why he's down for so long with the fact he had his foot trod on. It's a bit strange. Sometimes I think when some players are fouled, they really want to commit to what's happened. And yeah, you got your foot trod on, son. It's time to get up. McMorla says, biggest upset in FIFA history, Cape Verde versus Spain. Peter says, sniper. I don't know about biggest upset. I know what you're trying. I know what you mean. Obviously, it's biggest surprise maybe. But the thing is, though, obviously, we're older than yourself and we remember certain things. Like, we can go back to 1990 and when the African teams were kind of first getting to the World Cup, you had Argentina playing Cameroon in one of the opening games, I think it was, and they beat Argentina 1-0, and that was unbelievable. That was a massive surprise because nobody thought that a team from Africa could turn up and beat one of the big teams. And yeah, that tournament started with Argentina with a 1-0 loss, and they ended up getting to the final where they lost to Germany 1-0. Andreas Bremer, the left back, scoring the winner. And that was an awful final. I remember it as a kid. But yeah, it's definitely a massive surprise. Oh, and did you hear about the American, Peter says, McMorla, it was a very heartwarming draw that felt like a victory for Cape Verde. Yeah, definitely one for the Romantics. But did anybody hear about the American punter or bettor that bet $1 million on Spain to beat Cape Verde? And the odds he got were, he was going to get, oh, what happened there? Chat disconnected, successfully connected. Let me know if the chat is still working, everyone. I got a disconnection. Yeah, there was somebody that bet $1 million trying to win $68,000. So they risked $1 million on Spain beating Cape Verde, and they lost $1 million because Spain didn't beat Cape Verde. And that is what you get when you take that risk thinking you're going to make that easy money. Unbelievable. $1 million on Spain to beat Cape Verde, and they didn't win. Incredible. Right, so France standing over a free kick. So it's going to be Olise here. Right, so Dembele floats one into the box. Cleared by Mane in the box. Dembele deep, tries to knock it back. Mbappe on the ball, turns. Comes inside, cuts inside. Ooh, nice play from Mbappe. So France now, bit of control in around the box. McMorris, yesterday some country have been cried up after Iran goals. Yeah, this is it. Gary, cheers, mate. Chat is fine. Thank you for letting me know. Much appreciated. So 43 minutes here. We're coming into the 44th minute. Ooh, Koulibaly. Cross comes into the box. Koulibaly awkwardly knocks it out off of his knees for a corner. Trezeguet gives him a fist bump. But yeah, that could have been awkward. Oof, could have bounced off and shinned off him and gone in for an own goal. Oof, risky. Koulibaly looks relieved. Edouard Mendy looks very concentrated. Corner comes in. Straight into the hands of Mendy. Poor corner. Peter says, McMorla, there was a lot of support for Iran in the crowd at the game. It's good to see a country that is suffering a lot at the moment. So it's good to see. McMorla says, don't talk politics and names openly. Our policy, Peter, bro. Pats, bro. Yeah, this is it. We've got to try and, it's a difficult one because there's things that you want to talk about in the world, but, you know, you do it on a YouTube channel and you get yourself cancelled or whatever, you get hate put your way and whatnot. All we can do is try and be good to each other and wish the best. I'm not really a massive person who follows politics anyway, to be honest. It's never really been my thing. But yes. Right, 6 minutes of added time. McMauler says, but we troll Donald Duck. We know who you're talking about silently. Ball floated out wide to Michael Olise. Contested in the air by Diouf of West Ham. Mane tries to clear. Ball breaks. Oh, Niakarte's got himself in trouble here. Diouf there, can't clear. So Diatta on the ball. Senegal knocking it around the back nicely. Idrissa Gueye in midfield. Diminutive veteran. Oh, nice ball into the middle, but it's not controlled. All right, Rabiot wins it well. Ousmane Dembele central, running towards the goal. Plays it out wide to Doué, but it's missed. Intercepted. Diatta, the right back. Been quite impressed with Diatta. Looks like a tidy little right back in my eyes. The Duck Donald, famous disturbance, bro. He's a very famous man, yep. Very impressed with Senegal this first half. They've made France look very ordinary, so respect to Senegal. Mike Maignan clears it, but poor clearance. Doesn't really get any length on it. Doué now, turn spin, back heel. Fancy, but given away. Ismail Assar. Oh, nutmegs. Theo Hernandez tries to break clear. Super rapid Ismail Assar. Rabiot. Saliba. Lays it over nicely to Theo Hernandez. Advancing. He tries to put a bending pass, a fifth 40-yard pass into the feet of Mbappe, but it's poorly executed. Niakate to Diouf, the West Ham man. Tries to slip in Nicholas Jackson, but doesn't execute the pass correctly. Sorry, Sadio Mane was trying to put in. Tchouaméni now. Drops in between the two centre-backs. Advancing forwards. Right. Olise puts the ball in. Oh, too far. Well over Mbappe, who looks very disappointed. Sorry, it was Jules Koundé that put in the cross. Peter says, yes, that's how Senegal, but France do have a 50% win probability. And Senegal, 80%? Really? 34% draw? I mean, I think sometimes, obviously, they're just going on raw quality. If this game, even if France improved by 10-15%, they're not in this game at all. They're obviously not out of it, but they are making no impression on me at all. Senegal have been much the better team. I don't understand why some of the commentary here is saying about it is that Senegal have shaded it. They've been far the better team. Right. Rabiot. Now Tchouaméni advancing centrally. Olise. Dembele. Koundé tries to find Olise. given away. Those sloppy passing once again. So yeah, just under a minute to go of the first half. Diatta, nice ball into the middle there. All right, Mane now. Over to Diouf. Back to Sadio Mane in the box. Mane. Middle. Gobby! Oh my goodness! It's come to Ismail Assar. The ball has come across to his body, 8 yards out. He lets it come across his body, tries to take it with his right foot, should have went through with his left, and that is 1-0. That is a shocking miss. He's 8 yards out, and he balloons it over the bar. Absolutely pathetic. Mane, great hold-up play, fires it across the box, comes to Sarr, doesn't want to use his left foot, lets it roll across his body, tries to use his right foot, and balloons it about 6 yards over. Absolutely pathetic. Go with your left foot, mate. And it's 1-0. Criminal. Or get your foot over it and drill it into the bottom corner. He probably couldn't believe his luck that the ball even came through to him because it kind of squirmed through him. But honestly, Senegal, how are they not winning this game? How are they not winning this game? Yeah, that is... Oh, I can't believe that. I can't believe that. I mean, there's no way France could be this bad in the second half. No way. Peter says, yes, that... Oh, right, now I read that one. Peter says, gutted, needed a goal for my 2-0 prediction. Oh, mate. France have been awful. Absolutely awful. But a very good, entertaining first half though, and good conversation as well to boot. That's what we love. The right combination. Good little footy game in the background. Some good conversation with the gentlemen and ladies of the chat. So, yep, all good, all good. So, while we're on a bit of a hot streak, let's just have a look at some of those halftime statistics and see what we can make of that first half. When it comes to statistics, that is. So possession is always one of those things where I just think it's very hard to tell in a game sometimes. But yeah, France, they have shaded possession, 57% to 43% for Senegal. And look at that XG for France, 0.02 XG. That is shocking. How Senegal's XG is 0.47? I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to go on like I'm an expert on XG, but they've had two very good chances. One shot for France, none on target. 5 shots for Senegal, 1 on target. Much, much better. But Marla, I'll come to your comment in a second. France have had 3 touches in the Senegal box, 5 for Senegal in the French box. 1 save by the French keeper. And no saves for Edouard Mendy. Had literally nothing to do. 6 aerial duels won by... I nearly said Arsenal there, thinking of Saliba. But 6 aerial duels won by the French and 2 by Senegal. 3 fouls committed by France and 4 by Senegal. 3 corners for France and 2 for Senegal. Is there any running stats? Nope, there isn't. Only seems to happen in the Premier League. And saying, has there been any yellow cards? Nope, I didn't think so. I could not remember any yellows. There's been quite a well-disciplined match. Both quite clean, fair teams. But Morla says, guys, Don't get tense today because you may thought when saw who is this new man, but don't worry, this is our usual Addy, bro. You absolute joker. I was wondering where you was going, bro. But yes, new shirt, but same man, exactly. New and improved man. Every day you got to try and improve. So yeah, I like it. Good one. You got me. Exactly, I got bantered, exactly. You can tell halfway through while I was reading it, I was like, where's he going with this? And in the end, the joke hit, the joke landed, I respect it. Gotta love the jokes, Brilliant. But yeah. Yeah, I know, proofreading, I know. And that's the thing as well. I think it's the kind of thing as well. When you're doing YouTube and your channel grows and you have to, I mean, obviously, Marla's top boy, but as things grow and as you see with other content creators, you get a lot of people that come in with spiteful things, negative, toxic vibes. And, they will try and, troll people or, bring people down because they see people doing things that maybe they can't do or whatever. But, I'll tackle that when it comes. I'm quite thick-skinned like that, even though in certain ways I can be a little bit volatile, but I know how to stamp out things, with previous vocations that I've done. I know how to handle people, and yeah, it's all good. But yeah, proofreading, going back to what you said, Peter, you have to be careful what you're reading for sure. McMahon says, Njai and Mendy, only Senegal, 70% squad. Oh, you mean the names, you mean? Do you mean the names? Yeah, because there's a lot of Njais there and there's a lot of Mendys. There's about 70% of the squad has that name. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, funny. Mola says, by God wish, just talking with my brothers. As kind, I don't want to involve other world matters. Yeah, exactly. Don't worry, bro. Don't worry. It's all good, bro. It's all good. And Peter said he's going to make a brew. Enjoy the brew, mate. Let us know what your tipple is. What is it? Is it a bit of Tetley? PG tips? A bit of Yorkshire tea? Let me know. Funny enough, I spent most of my life never drinking hot drinks. So only in the last, say, 4 years, I started drinking coffee. And but only up to a certain point. When you get to a certain part of the day, no more coffee because it can disrupt your sleeping, obviously. But yes. What is my favourite food? Oh, I love all types. All depends, really. If I'm eating out and I go to a restaurant, I love Indian food. This will be like, it's a bit different over in England because you kind of have British Indian food, which wouldn't be the same as if you had it in India, but do love British Indian food. I love Italian food. Those would be my favourite foods. Italian and Indian. Those are my two favourites. How about you, bro? Peter says, English breakfast from Aldi. If I was rich, I'd go Yorkshire Gold. Yeah, I know. We're saying that. I'm not rich, but I've got a bit of Yorkshire tea on the side there. But that's for when guests come over and they want a nice cuppa. But yeah, you can't. I mean, Aldi do some good stuff. A lot of their stuff, people go and, oh, look, it's off-brand, but it's all the same stuff, Peter. But you're sharper than the average bear. And you know how it goes. A lot of this stuff is made in the same factory. And Miss Lauren chimes in, has to be Yorkshire tea. Bosh, bosh. Exactly, Miss Lauren, you know your stuff. Yes, well done, well done. Well done, you. How has your day been, Lauren? Have you had a lovely day? I know you told me earlier, but hopefully your evening's going well as well. And thank you for joining the chat. Hopefully, Lauren, you'll be cheering on the Three Lions tomorrow. Come on, England. Right, Peter says Bangladeshi chicken tikka biryani. See, McMauler, Peter loves Indian as well. So yeah, in our country over here, Indian takeaway or Indian restaurant is generally the most popular when we dine out or get a takeaway. If you know that saying, well, when you order out, you know, Uber Eats and all this sort of stuff. So Indian food is the most popular in this country. You know, the English are known for having a pint of alcohol, a pint of beer, pint of lager with a curry. That is English people for you. Mauler says string hoppers and noodles and some curry stuffed breads. Nice. Like the idea of the curry stuffed breads, but I don't know what are string hoppers. No idea. Maybe give it a description. But yeah, the curry stuffed bread. So you're talking about naan or some kind of pita, or not pita, but Indian pita, type, you know, pita type food with meat in it as a curry stuffed bread, I would imagine. But I don't know what the string hoppers. Miss Lauren says, working today, relaxing tonight. Thank you. You're welcome, Lauren. Glad to hear you're keeping it up. And all good, all good. May you enjoy your evening. Oh, right. Just bear with me a moment. I'll be back in a second. I'll leave the team sheets on a second. I'll be back in. Oh, let me just do that comment first, because I did ask the question. Don't want to be rude. McMorla says hopper made with flour, and we usually eat with coconut milk or beef chicken dal curries. Man, that sounds delicious, bro. That sounds delicious. Lucky. That's the thing. The thing, when you come from England, we have many things over here, but food is not one of our specialities. We definitely struggle. I mean, we all love an English roast. We have something over here called an English roast dinner on a Sunday, but that's literally what we're famous for. Other than that, it's fish and chips, Sunday roast dinner, and after that, the English breakfast, which is just a bit of a madness. And after that, you are struggling for English food. It is a real struggle. Mola says, Warwickshire, Lancashire. Warwickshire, Lancashire. What, like kind of hot pot? Oh, you're talking about hot pot, right? I think that's what you're talking about. Yeah, that's another thing. But yeah, English food it's not elite, put it that way. You know, most other countries, like England might be up there in football, 4th, 5th best in football. But when it comes to food, English is... Oh, English famous cricket clubs. Oh, Warwickshire, Lancashire, Surrey and Kent. Oh, okay. You changed the you changed the subject there. I was wondering where you was going. But yeah, you have a lot of stuff, all these things from up north. Lancashire, you mentioned, that is up northern part of the country, kind of middle to northern part of the country. And they have something called a Lancashire hot pot, which is like a bit of a beef, lumps of beef in a stew. And yeah, it's quite nice. I've had that before. But I will be back in a moment. Just going to have a short break and I'll be back in a moment. I'll leave the team sheets on and I'll be back in a minute. Oh, wow. The second half's about to begin already. Didn't really see that coming. That went really quick. Jeez. That's what happens when you're having a good time, chatting away. So, yeah, second half is about to kick off. Wow. I thought we had about another 5 minutes. I'm glad I came back. Right, so just about to kick off now. That went unbelievably quick. Wow. Right, second half is underway. Right, McMauler says, carrying on what we was talking about before, McMauler says, even I don't know which topics I will talk. You're that crazy guy. Gary says, pie and chips, lads. Gary, you know, mate, a bit of steak and kidney pie and chips, bit of gravy. That's the one as well. Peter says, McMauler, I used to love cricket a long time ago now, but BBC Radio 5 live commentary was brilliant. Curtly Ambrose, a blast from the past. The lanky West Indian. And Peter says to Gary, chip butties, exactly. Chip butties, McMauler in our country. You get a roll, a basic roll like a hamburger roll, bun, load it with chips, and that's called a chip butty. A chip butty. But yeah, when you're struggling for cash at lunchtime, you go for a chip butty, and that will see you through to dinner time. Peter knows, bit of salt and vinegar, job done. So it'll be interesting to see how France are going to settle into this second half. Will they be able to... well, they've got to surely improve because they couldn't get any worse than the first half. That was absolutely shocking. Right, Doué, nice control. Central to goal, takes a shot. Oh, just flies wide of Mendy's post. But France are showing their intent here at the start of the second half. Oh, 16 likes, everyone. Great to see. I think Peter did. I think Pat did say it earlier, but yeah, I've just seen 16. So yeah, happy days. Let's go. Thank you, guys and ladies. Much appreciated. Yeah, I'm probably a little bit behind. I didn't realise, but yeah, magic stuff. Right, let's get the other scene up. Sorry, my bad with the clock. So, yep, still 0-0, second half. And we are underway, obviously, once again. I can't believe how quickly that, talking about all that food and whatnot, got distracted. Couldn't believe how quickly that second half just crept up. Amazing stuff. Peter says, actually, McMauler says, I wish Peterborough will be the best football manager, Alex Ferguson. Peter definitely knows his football. That's for sure. Peter says, France could have psyched out by now. Wonder what their dressing room was like. Yeah, exactly. McMauler says, Adibro will be like Guardiola. Do you know what? It's something I would like to have tried, to be honest. But to become get into football and coaching and stuff, you've got to start out early. Sometimes it's not what you know, it's who you know. But it takes so much hard work, honestly. There's many people that have kind of given up their day jobs to try and take a job in coaching. But it costs, honestly, in this country, it costs absolute thousands just to get on the first rung of the coaching ladder. It costs absolute thousands. So you've got to really want to do it to even have a chance of having any sort of minimal success. Right, nice layoff by Olise, but he's offside. Is that Olise? No, it's Koundé, sorry. Jesus, so annoying. I keep getting mixed up. It's so annoying when two players got the exact same hairstyle. Jesus. Ali bro will be like, Guardiola, I said that. Marla says, first rules to coach, you should know bad words and be angry. I don't swear. Me personally, I don't swear in my normal life. I try my best not to swear. So yeah, I would have struggled with that. But I would definitely, I'd definitely be giving people that. And it's funny as well. I don't know if you ever played a football, McMauler or whatever, with your friends. Obviously, Peter did when he was young. I did when I was young. I was the kind of person that if people shouted at me, I didn't mind. It would make me better. I kind of liked it when people were angry with me. It got better. It got the most out of me. Some people who shout at them, they crumble. But when people shouted at me, I was like, okay, cool. I'll prove you wrong. Let's go. I kind of like that. So everyone's different. And that's what the great managers do. They work out individually. What does that player need? Does that player need the arm around the shoulder? Do they need a cuddle? Or do they need, like me, where they go, you absolute... You know what I mean? That's the kind of way I responded to that, personally. How about you guys? Right, Saar, middle now. Camera goes down like... So now Doué racing clear into the Senegal half. Plays it out to the left. Mbappe coming off the wing. Chops inside. Given away though. Camera now. Plays it into the middle now. Oh right, he set Nicholas Jackson free. Oh, great lunging. Sliding tackle. Had to be perfect. By William Saliba. That was an amazing tackle. Just got a perfect length slide, dive. And grabbed the ball. Another loose touch by Mbappe. McMorland says, I even don't talk with my neighbour. How do I do myself? I hear that, bro. That's cool. You know what, McMorland, when you're younger, sometimes it's more difficult to do or project yourself more. But believe me, as you grow and you mature and you age, you just get more confident anyway. And then all of a sudden you get to that middle-age point in life where you have so much more confidence than when you were younger, but you lose your youth and you lose your strength. So in some ways you gain so much, but you lose your physicality. So it's one of those things. And that's why there's that saying, if I only knew now what Olise break in. He's in the box. Oh, good save from Mendy. Otherwise, that was 1-0 France. Great break. France are warming up to the task. But yeah, there's a saying in England, if only I knew now what I knew back then. No, if only I knew back then what I know now, sorry. Do you know what I mean? Meaning, obviously, I wish I knew what I knew when at this age when I was younger. Olise. And that was a great star save from Mendy. He's flown out of the goal, arms spread wide like Peter Schmeichel back in the day, and he saves a certain goal from Olise. Olise over the corner, straight into Mendy's arms. Corners have been very poor from France today. Peter says, you're on the right path, McMarlow. Don't worry, be happy. Exactly, bro. 100%. Oof. Olise should do better there. 100%. So I slipped in Jackson, who can't get a touch on it. Oh my goodness. If they'd have got the ball in right, then Jackson's in, through on goal. Obviously, he was being closed down by the French centre-backs, but the final pass needed to be better. Oh, Lucy giving away now. Right, Mbappe's in. Oh my goodness. Wow, Mendy, man of the match performance with the last 2 saves in the last 5 minutes. Mbappe, you're putting your house on him scoring there. Ball gets played through after winning it back in midfield. Quickly slipped into Mbappe from Olise. And Mbappe can't score. Can't believe it. Mbappe wins the corner, tries to go through 2 players. Oh, and he's still grimacing, thinking about the previous chance. Ball comes in, takes it into his stride. Great first touch. Oh, Sadio Mane puts him off. Sorry, Juve puts him off. But wow, you're putting your mortgage on Mbappe scoring there. Peter says it's going to be Jackson. Fingers crossed, so I can't jinx. Well, from what I've seen of this game, Senegal needs to get a hold of this, otherwise it's going to run away from them. France will score. Yeah, Senegal needs to get a grip in the midfield. They're losing the midfield battle, and the ball keeps coming back to them now. France are fashioning 2 great chances. Should have been a goal at least. One of those had to be a goal, especially the first one from Olise. Seeing a Mbappe chance on the replay, he was closed down well by Juve, but you'd expect Mbappe to score still. Mbappe, edge of the box, driving in. That's a penalty. Got to be. Huh? No way. That is a penalty. That's got to be a penalty. I've got to see that on VAR. Ref has given a corner. That's got to be a penalty. That's got to be a penalty, surely. Oh, that's a penalty all day long. Hold on, let's have a look. Oh, I don't know actually. Oh, it's so fast, but does he get a toe on the ball? How's the ref seen that? Sadio Mane with a lunging tackle. Mbappe jumps over. Is that a penalty? That's got to be a penalty, surely. Don't know what Sadio's doing there, diving in like that. He didn't really get the ball, but he didn't really touch Mbappe, really. It might be just the faintest of nicks, the faintest of touches. I think it's going to be a penalty. Just why the ref didn't give it. It's just such a weird challenge. Oh, we have controversy. This is surely... What is this going to be? I don't think Mbappe dived, but was he actually touched? It's so faint. Mane didn't get the ball, but he barely got anything on him. He didn't get anything on the player, so it's not a dive. But I can't really say he got caught. It's such a strange one. If it's given, I can get it. And if it's not given, I can get it. It's a very strange situation. He's been told to go and check on the monitors, so we know what that means. Peter says, no, please, no pen. My heart is pumping. Nice. The referee's gone to the monitors, Peter, so you know what that means. I mean, he kind of got the ball, but he kind of touched him afterwards. Oh, no, he's got to give that. I suppose when you look at this angle, he's got to give that. But no, look, there's no touch. That's not a penalty, actually. No, it's not. It's not a penalty. It's such a weird one. I don't think Mbappe's cheating, but it's running at full pace. It's a reckless, stupid challenge, but he doesn't really even touch him. In real time, it looks like a penalty. In slow-mo, it doesn't. But what's the ref going to do? Oh, wow. He said goal kick. Oh, wow. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. He says goal kick. He says the attacker looks for the touch. That's one of the... Unbelievable. I love to see it. Not because I don't want the result, but referee has gone to the monitor and he's stuck with his decision. What an absolute legend. Top mentality ref. He says that Mbappe has invoked the challenge. That is incredible. There was marginal contact. I think Mbappe has kind of semi-looked for it. Incredible though, because the ref has gone to the monitor. Ref has said, goal kick. VAR said, no, go and check. He's gone and checked and said, nah, it's all right. Let's just get on with the game. I don't think so. Unreal. Love it. Love it. You never see that. Oh, you just assume as soon as the ref goes over there, he's going to give penalty. It's incredible. Absolutely incredible. What a highlight. That is a highlight of the game for me. Brilliant. Referee just... To be fair, the referee looks like a cool kind of movie star kind of guy. He looks like... They said he's from Australia. He looks like he's maybe of Arabic origin. But he just looks like a cool old school movie guy. And he's like, movie star. And he's like, nah, bro. I ain't giving a penalty for that. Let's keep it moving. Looking at Mbappe giving him the Isak saying, nah, bro. Get back on with it. McMorla, when my Peter and Ade bro adopted me as bro by heart, by what? No worries. Yeah, referee, strong-minded referee. That's unbelievable. You do not get that in the Premier League. Unbelievable. It was such a crazy situation because Mbappe didn't dive. He had to jump out of the way of Sadio Mane's tackle. Mane doesn't really get the ball. He always seems to get a little bit of a nick on the ball. Upamecano, poor back pass, nearly puts Mike Maignan in trouble. But now there's a break on. Koundé keeps it in play. He's on the halfway line. Up to Olise, turn spins. Olise now charging forward, looking for... Mbappe's running to the middle! Mbappe! Oh... Another weak touch from Mbappe. If he gets a better touch, he is 10 yards from goal and he slots it home. Mbappe. Mbappe's touch today is loose. Great through ball by Olise. Oh, and he can't get it. Peter says, no worry. All right. No worries to McMorla. And then Peter says, I don't like Mbappe. Seems sus. I don't mind a bit of Kylian. He's a top player. And to be fair, there was no diving. There was no theatrics. I think he had to kind of jump to get out of the way because, you know, to be honest, if he doesn't jump out of the way, Mane cleans him out, to be honest, and he definitely gets a penalty. So, yeah, it's quite strange, you know, at full pace, the decisions they've made. But wow, that tackle is definitely, or that potential tackle stroke penalty has definitely brought the game back to life again. Unbelievable. Right, Doué, left wing. Charging at Diarra. Into the box pass, 2-3. Teo Hernandez, 18 yards out, takes a left-footed strike. Right, Doué. Byline. Holds up 3. France, well in control of the game and attacking. Great, nearly a 1-2 with Doué and Mbappe, but they get it slightly wrong. Upamecano. Over to Jules Koundé, right side position. Oh, Olise, great feet. Sends Juve wrong way, cuts inside, skinning players. Oh, France are turning on the magic now. Oh, what a ball that is to Mbappe! OMG! Kylian Mbappé, the world's #1 player, has put the French into the lead. What a great goal that was. The magic of Michael Olise cuts inside, and now Mbappe is the joint record holder in terms of scoring for France. What an amazing goal that was. That was sublime. Mbappe's giving it to the cameras, but honestly, that was a sensational goal. That was just class. That was class. Koundé back to Olise. He just cuts in, and oh, brilliant play! What a through ball! Cuts out 4 players to Mbappe. He puts it in from a clever angle. Daisy cutter across the grass, slides it past Mendy. That is a brilliant goal. Absolute quality that was. There could be a VAR check, to be fair. It did look tight, but has he timed his run perfectly? Very unlucky. But to be honest with you, for the last 10, 12 minutes, his goal's been coming. What a great ball that was from Michael Olise. Absolute class that was. So the French are underway at the 2026 World Cup. Mbappe bursting clear. Oof. Last second recovery. Right, ball now. That's going to be offside, surely. Nicholas Jackson, clearing the box. Oh, what a strike, but it's offside. Oh, it had to be offside. If that wasn't offside, that would have been a goal of the tournament. That goal wouldn't have been beaten. Absolutely smashed it into the top bins. But the ball over the top was clearly offside. But obviously the linesman waited, and he absolutely rifled that. Oh, he's about 3 yards offside, but what a finish that was. It was disgusting. Bang! Oh my days, Mike Maignan is floored. Bang! Straight through him. Oof. Actually, I've bigged it up a bit. It was right. It was from the angle of the TV. It looked a bit better than it was. So let's take a little rewind there. There's enough time for a 2-1. There is. But we've hit a hydration break. But yeah, this game has come to life. Hey, that was a pass. That was some pass. That was, wasn't it? Even for that offside goal and the pass from Olise. Oh my days. As the French would say, I butchered that. C'est la magnifique. But yeah, I'm getting a bit ahead of myself here now. But yeah, that was a quality through ball for the offside goal and the actual goal itself. So the drinks break. We're entering the fourth quarter. The fourth quarter. Del Boy French phrases. Mange two, mange two. Oh, mate. So Pat's bloody hell. What minute you on, mate? Boulabou's mon ami, a Del Boy means fish stew. I didn't know what it means, but I remember that. I remember that. Right, Koundé flying down. He's in a right wing position. Cuts inside to Olise, edge of the box. Back to Koundé. Olise turns. Wow, dipping volley from about 20 yards in the air. Falls onto his left foot. Takes a swing at it. Goes through. Still gets on target though. So Niakate coming out from the back with Senegal, who seem their heads have dropped. They seem to have let their heads drop a little bit. Kind of understandable for the effort they put in the first half. But France have definitely got a strong grip on the game and have taken over this game. So Senegal have just won a corner. Cross coming in. Off Lamine. And Rabiot knocks it off for a corner. That early chance for Senegal was a sliding doors moment. Yeah, exactly. They had to take that, honestly. It was such a... For someone... I mean, Sarr is a little bit wasteful with finishing in the Prem, but he's got to take that with his left foot, and that's a goal. But yep, France are well on top in this game, honestly, well on top. This is looking more like a 2-0 France than it is a 1-0 Senegal, put it that way at the moment, in terms of momentum. Corner now. Put over everybody's head, and it'll go for a French throw. They're showing these 3 New York Knicks players that have just won the NBA championship. No idea who they are. Rabiot now. Bursting clear. Right. Doué now. Left wing. Charging into the box. Oh, saved by Mendy. Good save as well. Had to be. France are piling on the pressure, going for the winner. Unlike the Netherlands the other day with their 2-1, when they were 2-1 up against Japan, they kind of sat back, invited pressure, and it ended up with 2-2. France are not looking to make that mistake. They are going for the throat. Senegal about to make 2 changes here. Are they going to make them before the corner's taken? Hamid Diarra of Sunderland coming on. Olise to Doué, back to Olise. Dembele. Theo Hernandez over to Jules Koundé. Mbappé in the right wing position. Taking up different positions. Mbappé lays it off. Back heel. The French are turning on the flair, the tricks, the flicks and tricks. Break now. Right, Mane. Good 1-2 here with Nicholas Jackson. Upper Meccano. Peter says, being 1 or 2-0 up with 10 minutes to go, it's a scary place, so I still have hope. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Off comes Ismaila Sarr. He's had a decent game, but he definitely should have capped it with a goal. Very wasteful in that first half. Golden opportunity for Ismaila Sarr. A Crystal Palace. Ismaila Sarr, he can't score against France, but you put him in front of Liverpool and he'll score a goal. I'll tell you that for nothing. Any Liverpool fans in the chat will know that that guy turns into prime Ronaldo when it comes to playing against Liverpool. All right, Koulibaly on the ball now. Back to Niakate, the two centre-backs passing it to each other. Long ball over to the right-hand side. Lovely takedown there. Sadio Mane, edge of the box. Brilliant. Unlucky Sadio. Dembele trying to put Doué clear. Oh no, Mbappe, sorry, what am I talking about? Hamad Diarra, absolutely rapid. Sorry about that, just dealing with a little family thing off the stream. My young son, he's up to something. Right, back to the chats as France are dominating the game. Mola says, when my Pats bro talk, unknown language, me like, yeah, you correct, yeah. That's what you have to do sometimes, bro. Obviously, as you know, my channel grows, I make obviously, picking up people from all over the world. But of course, there should hopefully be a strong English contingent. But we have to remember that not everybody can follow certain things. But us English, we're quite what's the word? We're ignorant of other countries in the sense of we rarely have to learn other languages because English is so popular. Obviously, Ooh, great ball in. Teasing ball in there. Good chance there. But yeah, the English, we're lazy because everyone learns English and we can get away with not learning anything. Marla says, in Arabic, Aki means bro. Marla, my Aki. Barcola coming on. Speaking a second language is a gift from God. Oh, it is. And that's the thing. It's like, we've all had the opportunity to learn it. We had the opportunity to learn it at school, Peter. I don't know what you did. I did French and Spanish. I was pretty good at languages. I should have kept it up, to be honest. But yeah. It would have been nice in another life to go live abroad somewhere, especially when younger. Go and learn a different way of life, different cultures. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. Hifahala means how are you? Hifahala. Hifahala. I will definitely remember Aki. Akhi or Aki. Hifahala. Maybe I won't remember that tomorrow. I'll try. Right, ball broken. Stolen by Doué to Olise, who's central. Mbappe wide left, his favoured position. Doué covering back. Good work by the French in the second half. They're putting a lot of effort tracking back. Wow, France have reached the World Cup final 4 times in the last 7. That is incredible. Right, Rabiot driving forward, looking stretched, and here he is, clean through. It is! Wow, what a goal that is. Bradley Barcola breaking at pace. Brilliant through ball. They cut Senegal to pieces. Bradley Barcola, rapid pace, running through the centre, and chips Mendy. Beautiful goal. The French are here. The French are serious. The French are here to win the World Cup. No doubt about it. Too good. What a through ball that is to Rabiot, from Rabiot to Barcola, cuts them inside. Barcola sits down Mendy, chips in beautiful. What a finish that is. Bradley Barcola just added about 5 million to his value there. What a finish that is. Absolutely sensational. That is a player I want at Liverpool FC. Bring me some Bradley Barcola this summer. Peter says, I know Kalas and Harim from Haram. Well, it's Haram, isn't it? Haram football. From Muslim content makers when they are angry. Kalas means enough or stop, be quiet or whatever. Haram is basically bad. So Arne Slot at Liverpool was playing Haram football. St. Pat says, always admired a person who could either speak another language or play a musical instrument. I couldn't do either for most of my life. But it sounds like you did. So what did you obviously learned an instrument then, St. Pat's, because learning an instrument is harder than learning easier than learning a language, 100%. So let us know what you did. Boule boos, my friend. Boule boos, Peter says. St. Pat's is like... Or was that for my comment about Arne Slot playing Haram football? France are here at the World Cup, 100%. They are here to win it. This second half has been very impressive. Senegal have tired, and the French have taken control of this game. Oh, a musical instrument is otherworldly. I would love to learn a violin. Nice. I was meant to learn to play guitar. Annoying. I had a guitar. I had a couple of lessons, but I just never followed through. One day. It's on the to-do list. But I keep saying these things, and you never know. Time is slipping by. You got to do it before it's too late. All right, France breaking again. Senegal are looking absolutely ragged. Barcola skins. Hamid Diarra. Mbappe shot. Should do better. There's more goals in this for France. This could end 3-0. You need a detached house to learn an instrument. Yeah, depending on exactly what that is. If it's drums, then yeah, definitely. The commentator suggested exactly what I've said about them scoring more goals. Oh, I see, St. Pat's. France's second was quality goal, though. I know a lot of us want the underdog to win, but I mean that's just good football. They are when they click, France, they're unstoppable. You can tell you can't have that much talent. You look at the players, Michael Olise, Mbappe. That's two of the top 5 players in the world there. Sorry, and throw Dembele into it as well. They have 3 of the top 5 or 6 players in world football in their attack. That says it all. You know, Doué, absolute superstar. I mean, yeah, they are frightening. Ryan Shirky comes on. Probably the most gifted technical player on the pitch right now, Ryan Shirky. Yeah, they're unbelievable. Peter says they are the PSG of international teams. Yeah, they are, mate. And that's the thing as well. They've got so many PSG players as well. Yeah, they're a joke. Right. Barcola absolutely skins Diarra. Honestly, Barcola, that's the player I need at Liverpool. I mean, look, I want this youngster, Yan Diomande as well, but I want Bradley Barcola at Liverpool. He is a baller. 24, just get him in. 23, he's about to turn 24. Scores goals for fun. Goals past players for fun. Great ability, both footed. He's a player. St. Pat's, yep, drums for the last 4 years. You're the man, bro. I bet your missus loved you when you decided to take that up, or is she a bit of a rock and roller herself? Let us know. Or was she like, what is this man doing? What is he doing? Shut it. Let us know. Saliba giving it the fist pumps. Great driving run from Rabiot for that goal. Slips in. Barcola, brilliant goal. Peter says, St. Pat's dude next door is playing electric drum right now and I can barely hear him. Fez. Lovely turn from Mane there, but he doesn't have that old pace and power to run away from Koundé, who outsprints Sadio Mane, and you're just like, wow. If that was 4 years ago, Sadio Mane would just leave you in his wake, but he just doesn't have those legs anymore, sadly. Sadio is no longer the main Mane. McMarla says, come on, Senegal, 2 minutes, 2 goals. Not going to happen, my man, no chance. Diouf with the corner. Not sure your left back should be taking your corners. Headed back into the box. Ooh. Right, France on a break again. Upamecano trying to charge out. Peter says, McMarla, I think it's all over now, sadly. Yes. To be honest with you, from about 55 minutes, there was only one winner, honestly. I saw it coming. There was that 10-minute spell before the goal. There's 8 minutes additional time, so, you know, but they'd need a goal back ASAP. But honestly, you could see by the tempo and the flow of the match with your own eyes, they were just looking far too strong. And it was just a matter of time before France took the lead. But it's been a good match. And as usual, as I said in the first half, the African teams are starting like a train, but they are all tiring in the second half. I think they haven't sorted out they haven't regulated themselves for the battle ahead. They're starting the game at 100 mile an hour, and by the 60th minute, as I said in the first half, the African teams are running out of steam, and they need to get a grip on it because the European teams are doing a better job of conserving their energy levels, which is a strange one because obviously with the temperatures, the African team should be probably, if anything, the strongest at acclimatizing, but we're all human beings at the end of the day, and you cannot be running around like a lunatic in this heat for 90 minutes. Shirky has run 60 yards unopposed, given it away, but now it's back. Mane has the ball, plays it centrally. Cease, who came on. Back to Cease. To Sadio Mane, about 35 yards out. What's he going to do? Lays it out wide. Mbappe now. Back to the middle, gives it away. Michael Olise jogging forward now. They've got these boys on lock. Olise, lovely back heel, spins away from three players and is fouled, surely? Yes. Morla thinks, my little cuddle to Ade, bro, Dad, I want to make... Yeah, he just came next to me, actually. Did he just come on the camera? I didn't see, but he was just there. He's just going out to see his friend. Sadly, not little anymore. Nearly a man himself, my youngest son. Hopefully he's going to be okay and take care this evening. So 8 minutes additional time, and we now have 6 minutes left. So I mean, because of this result, it shows Gareth Bale in the crowd with his son. Yeah, very interesting games coming up because Senegal will play Norway next, and that's going to be an absolute belter. Like, you know, Senegal are going to have to get something off of Norway, or it's probably an early exit, depending on what Norway do versus Qatar. Norway, Iraq, sorry. And you would expect France will beat Iraq. You would expect. And McMorla, you would be a good scouser. You are good at jokes. Yeah, he's a good lad, actually. It just goes to show the language of comedy is international, Peter. But you are spot on. He's definitely made me chuckle a good few times today. He's caught me slipping as well on the reading, so that's good. Right, ball now picked up by Shirky in the middle. There's so many gaps now in the midfield. Senegal are ragged at the back. I'm surprised this hasn't ended 3-0, to be fair. Right, Olise running, but cleaned up by Koulibaly, showing a good turn of pace for a man in his 30s, 32. Koulibaly must be by now, surely, 32. Right, Senegal. Iliman Ndiaye, the Everton midfielder. Running at pace now. Maybe Ndiaye should have come early. Okay, he's gone round him. Oh, what a goal that is! What a goal that is! Wow, Ibrahim Mbappe has just smashed one past with a great run from Iliman Ndiaye, who runs into the box, slips it to his right to Mbappe, and he slapped one in. Absolutely sensational finish. Wow. What a great goal that is. So we've got a grandstand finish here. A grandstand finish. What a game. Whamsh, but I mean, it's a good goal, but Mike Maignan should do better. Didier Deschamps is fuming. But yes, good goal. Good goal. And I did predict 2-1. I told you, people. Ade, the veteran arcade soldier, getting another score prediction correct. Can you smell what I'm predicting? Let's go. Oh my days, and he's blown my prediction straight away. Mbappe has launched one from 25 yards out. And when you've just run up your gums about your score prediction potential, and Mbappe had just slapped in an amazing finish from basically 25 yards out. Incredible goal from Mbappe. The world's best player has just secured the match. As the French ladies in the crowd go nuts, Mbappe smiling. Wow, what an end to this game. And that was me giving it the big up about my score prediction. Mbappe picks it up 28 yards out, central of the goal, and slaps it right-footed past Mendy, who can barely get up. What a finish. Unbelievable. What a strike that is from Kylian. No, this is wild. So Pat was saying yes because obviously Senegal scored. And yeah, wow. I can't believe it. I was giving myself the big up for the score prediction. And then 10 seconds later, Mbappe makes a fool of me. And the game is done. Mate, he did take the laces out of that. I know, he absolutely smashed that. Wow. What a finish. 3-1 to France. Kylian and Mbappe and France make an absolute mug of me out of that. What a finish. So 3-1 to France. Wow. What a finish to this game. Damn. That is nuts. But I was saying that this is and this is why I think I've just heard a stat. I think he's only 2 behind. Where is he? He's not far behind the all-time top scorer in World Cup history, Kylian Mbappe, at 27. So by the end of his career, he may well be the highest scorer in World Cup history. Because I think he's only 2 behind at the moment, something like that. So, wow, incredible from Mbappe. He's definitely one of the greatest players to ever have played the game. Even though he's nowhere near finished his career. He is different sauce, this guy. McMorla says, Addy, bro, to the ref, give that goal offside. I need 2-1. Nah, sorry, man. There's no way that's offside. He absolutely smashed that. So this game is now going to peter out. We're now in the 99th minute, so we've had more than a minute. Oh, given away sloppily there. Sadio Mane, edge of the box. Fires it into the box. Oh, it's own goal! No, it was nearly an own goal. Wow, that must have been inches from going over the line. Mike Maignan. What is going on? Sadio Mane, edge of the box. Fires it across the box. Chouameni nearly chips his own keeper. Mike Maignan just gets a hand on it and keeps it out. What a finish in this game. This game is a head's gone at the end. It was nearly 3-2. We're talking about inches from going over the line and being 3-2. The game is done. It has ended. France 3, Senegal 1. What a finish. What a crazy last 15 minutes. Absolutely incredible stuff. Can't believe it, really. Really good game. This has been the best game. Because there's been so many mad things happening in this game. Like, absolutely incredible, really. Yeah, you get the spirals at the end. That's right. Because tired minds, tired legs leads to mistakes. Bro, do you continuing or done? I'm not sure at the moment. I'm feeling pretty lively at the moment. How long until the next game? Was it 1 hour? Iraq, Norway in an hour. Ooh. I don't know. I'll see. I don't know. So many good games. I flipping hell. Argentina and Algeria. That's a good game. 2 a.m. Can't do it. I don't know. Marla, we'll see in a moment. But wow, really enjoyed this stream today. So good. Such a good game. Good conversation with the chat. Absolutely brilliant. But Marla says, if you continue, our main moderator Peter, bro, I'll be with you. It was a great game, wasn't it, Sir Pat's? Really, really good, honestly. Some sensational goals in there. Some quality play. Some plucky heart. Great organisation from Senegal in the first half. Really deserved to go into the lead, but failed. But France, when they turn on the style, yeah, they're going to be so hard to stop this tournament. You don't want to come across them. You don't want to come across them anywhere in the chat. Peter says, keep your powder dry. Great games, Pat says. Yep, exactly. We will, bro, Peter says. And our main advisor of the channel, Pat, bro, will guide you, inshallah. But yeah, what a game. So exciting. Brilliant. Honestly. Really, really good. Incredible stuff. People couldn't say they didn't get their entertainment from that game. That game had everything. Wow. Peter says, if a team takes their chances against France, they can become more... Yeah, 100%. Yeah, definitely. I mean, and Senegal should have been 1-0 up. But to be honest with you, as long as that... Oh, what a finish that was from Mbappe. Absolutely disgusting. He slapped that. Yeah, if you take a chance against them, yeah, they can be beat, obviously. But I just don't see how you can keep this team of this quality. You're not going to keep them quiet for 90 minutes. So you're going to need a near perfect game to stop their attack and their midfield. So, yeah. McMauler says, where the chocolates, brownies? Not today, my man. No chocolates today. Keeping it professional. I had an early dinner, so all good. Kylian Mbappé, France all-time leading goal scorer. And he's on 14 World Cup goals. He's only one behind he's equal with Gerd Muller on 14. One behind Brazilian Ronaldo and two behind Miroslav Klose. He might even do it this World Cup. Become all-time leading World Cup goal scorer. That makes him... I mean, I really think he's one of the greatest players in world history. A lot of people don't really agree with me on that, but I think he is. I think he's one of the best players to ever play the game. What is there that he cannot do, Kylian Mbappé, on the pitch? He is sensational. He can run faster than you. He's got better technique than you. He can shoot with both feet. He's got all the tricks like a Brazilian. Like, there's nothing this guy can't really do when you think about it. And, yeah, all he needs is to win another World Cup. He needs to win that Champions League, of course. Oh, of course, McMauler says 2 behind. And more importantly, he says, maybe in the next match, if Messi scored 2 goals, he will equal R9. Messi as well. Messi's got that many goals, yeah? Oh, yeah. Peter says, Mbappe is how many ways can I beat you, athlete? Oh, 100%. He's just gifted. He is so gifted. But great play from Olise. Oh, I mean, great play from Rabiot to set up the goal as well. The other goal. Messi's on 13 goals. Okay. So even Messi could finish top goal scorer of all time. It's there. But obviously, by the end of their careers, Mbappe at 27, maybe Mbappe will have 2 more World Cups after this. Definitely have at least 1 more, you would imagine. So Pats Says, Ade, big day tomorrow. Let's see what we've got. Sleep well, guys. Take care, mate. Look after yourself. Yeah, we've got the England game tomorrow. Can't wait for that. It's going to be great stuff. "17 likes. Thank you, brother. Much appreciated for your help. Cheers and good night. You have a great day tomorrow. Sorry, everyone. Just got to check my messages. Damn, man, just seen you were streaming. Sick end to the game. It really was, humble dude. So Pat's 18, so there's 18 likes on the stream. Brilliant, fantastic. That is definitely my best stream to date. So thank you, everybody. Much appreciated. I'm still going to stay online and chat for a bit longer. I'm not sure if I'm going to do the next game. It will end up being a bit too late, and I don't want to start anything I can't finish, which will be like, you know, putting a good meal in front of a man and he can't finish his dinner. I'm not trying to have that labelled at me. But yes, thank you, humble dude. Much appreciated. It was a fantastic end to the game. It really was. Thank you for joining the stream as well. And please feel free to drop a like on the stream if you haven't already. Mauler says, I want Messi hat-trick today to equal closer. Inshallah. Well, Messi, you would imagine, will get on the score sheet. Obviously, a penalty taker as well, like Mbappe. So you would imagine he will get on the score sheet at some point with against opposition that will probably have to be very defensive against a very strong Argentina, who were my picks for the tournament before the start of the tournament. Peter says, nice one, Pat. Wishing you good nights at Pat's. Thank you once again. Yeah, great game. Great game. Really, really good game. Really, really good game. They had some really good chances. Jackson unlucky with that shot in the post in the first half, but honestly, the letdown was what's his face? Ismail Assar should have done better with that chance. Yes, England and Portugal on at decent times, Tomoz. What time is it? I know, like, obviously, Mauler was asking me about Portugal earlier. Let's go for 100 likes, brother. You joker. One day, yep, 100 likes, but not today. That won't be today. Yeah, let's have a look at what time the game's tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow is... I'll tell you what we're going to do. Because there's big games on tomorrow. I'm not going to do the one at 11 o'clock today because it's a bit too... it's going to be a bit too late. But I'm going to do both games tomorrow. I'm going to do the Portugal DR Congo game tomorrow. Portugal Democratic Republic of Congo tomorrow. And then the England game. So yeah, 6 and 9, like you say, Peter. Perfect time. I can do both games tomorrow. Yeah, let's do this. Double football match. Let's go. David Cameron in around 6 to 8. First time I saw this name as a foreign minister. You know it's Cameron, right? Not Cameroon. David Cameron. So there's one O not in there. Yeah. So definitely not Cameroon. It's Cameron. Like Cameron that was in the chat earlier. You got to take away one of the O's. Peter says he's with the Congo tomorrow. Yeah, they're going to need a bit of help, Congo. Don't worry, just easy mistake to make. Mauler, don't worry. Peter, Congo, they're going to need all the help they can get tomorrow. Because, obviously, Ronaldo and the boys, the team with which I believe has the best midfield in the tournament. Bruno Fernandes, Yao Neves, and Vitinha. That is the best midfield in the tournament. So, yeah, that's going to be very difficult for Congo to navigate. And they're probably going to have far too much for Democratic Republic of Congo. But, yeah, France have definitely arrived at the World Cup. Big 3-1 winners. And, absolutely sensational stuff. Morris says, can we see another Cape Verde versus Spain at tonight for me? You never know. But which one are you talking about? You talking about the Argentina game? Assuming you are? Yeah, it must be. You're talking about the Argentina. No, because Algeria is not a small team. You're talking about Norway, Iraq. Yeah? But then Norway's not that strong. So which game do you mean, Morla? Because I don't think those games are the term lopsided. Obviously, Argentina are stronger than Algeria, but Algeria is still pretty strong. And Norway, Iraq. Norway's nothing special. And Iraq, the gap isn't so big, I don't think. Peter says, fair dues to France, but... Peter says, fair dues to France, but bun them, as the youth say. As the man them say, yeah, bun them. But yeah, exactly. Jokes. Peter, you got the banter, bro. You got the banter. But yeah, gonna be good. It's going to be a good day tomorrow, 100%. So yeah, definitely looking forward to those two games. It's a shame because now all these games in a row are really good. Iraq, Norway, Argentina, Algeria. Then obviously the ones tomorrow. Austria, Jordan at 5 a.m. for us. That's a bit too much. Portugal, Congo, and then England, Croatia. Wow. It's definitely, 100%, Pete. It's definitely livening up, 100%. Really, really good. Don Hussam is in Jordan. Yep, he's going to be loving it, but that's good for his time. What time would Jordan be tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. UK? Would it be about 9 a.m. there? Something like that? 8 a.m., something like that? McMorda says, in my country already, next day started. Oh, of course, yep. Happy Wednesday to you, brother. What time is it in Jordan now? For Don Hussam, who is a Liverpool fan YouTuber. Oh, mate, honestly, overseas supporters are unbelievable. When you think about people getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning to watch Premier League teams. Their support is incredible because I love Liverpool, but I'm not trying to get up at 2 a.m. to watch Liverpool. Nah. But then we take it for granted, don't we? McMorda says Jordan game will be in 5:30 a.m. British time. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know. But what will it be? What time is it? What time will it be in Jordan at 5 a.m. UK? What is it in Jordan? Is it about 9 a.m. maybe? No, 10 a.m. something? Oh, 7 a.m. Oh, okay. It's only 2 hours. Okay. Not too bad. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. Oh, all right. What an exciting game that is. But what I'm going to do, guys, I'm not going to do any more today. I'm going to call it a day. Quit while the going is good. But I will definitely going to do 2 games tomorrow. So if you can join me tomorrow, it'd be lovely to see you all. So on that note, I'm going to bring this stream to a close, get myself a nice early night and become refreshed for tomorrow. But I'll close out by talking about it was a fantastic stream today. Got a lot of likes on the stream, which was really pleasing to see. Got helped by the subscribers. Really enjoyed. Peter says, cheerio, Ade, and my bro, McMorla. Lovely, Peter. See you tomorrow, hopefully, bro. We had great help from St. Pat's, Cameron, McMorla, of course. Miss Lauren came on. Did I miss anyone else? There was obviously a few more coming. Humble came in at the end as well and said hello. Lots of people. St. Pat's, of course. And enjoyed a fantastic game. France have arrived at the World Cup. Marla says, bye safe, my bro. Yes, you too, my man. Enjoy it tomorrow and hopefully see you soon. So the game was absolutely fantastic. France running out in the end, deserved winners, beating Senegal 3-1, 2 goals from Kylian Mbappé, the superstar of French football, and he's lit up the World Cup for France at the moment, and now they're on their way, and now Senegal have to lick their wounds and come back again in the next game against Iraq. So on that note, my name is Ade. I am the veteran arcade soldier. This is my channel. If you see this back later as saved content, then please do drop a like on the stream, subscribe to the channel to meet good people, make new friends, enjoy a non-toxic environment, good banter, good laugh, sharing stories, life lessons, and all of that good stuff. So on that note, I'll see you on the next stream tomorrow where we'll be doing 2 live streams. We'll be doing the Portugal Democratic Republic of Congo game, and of course the big one for the English, England versus Croatia. Let's go with the 3 Lions. And on that note, I will see you on the next stream. Thank you and good night and take care.